What's going on, friends and family? This is My Thoughts Uncut. I am your host, Terrence Manning. And before we get started, I wanted to say thank you for all the people who subscribe. Thank you for the people who has left comments. I enjoyed the dialogue. Keep it up. Hey, whether you agree with me or don't agree with me, I'm still going to talk to you. It was great dialogue, so thank you. In this episode, we're going to talk about an ICE agent who was an illegal cop in Chicago. Let's talk about this. Now, get this. No, no, no. He wasn't black. He isn't Mexican. Sounds like he's from Eastern Europe. Let's check this out.
Fact that a police department either missed or overlooked a a B2 overstay, which is a federal statute. To me, that's not a good thing.
So he was a visa overstay, but even that, because non-citizens can't have a gun. So how can you be a police officer?
Correct. So I mean, per Chicago, they have a rule from their own police department that all they require is a work authorization. Okay, that's
to
fine.
be a police officer in Chicago or
that's their
in
requirement.
Illinois.
That's their
That's
requirement.
crazy.
If that's the case, they still cannot ignore the fact that he was overstaying. That's a federal statute. So whether or not they came up or they missed it or whatever it is, I'm not blaming them, but it was missed, right? So we need to do something.
And we've confirmed that, so he's visa overstay.
Correct.
How do you allow an illegal immigrant to become a sworn police officer to serve the citizens of Chicago, state of Illinois, wherever he's located? But they said he was Chicago area. This is outrageous. And for those of you who don't know, they said a B2 visa. B2 visa is a visa where you can come into the country as a visitor. It's not for business, it's for pleasure. And you can stay up to about 180 days, which is about 6 months.
Wow. Hey, good job, guys. Good job.
So this is breaking. Apparently this gentleman here, this police officer at Hanover Police Department, just outside of Chicago, is here illegally, overstayed his visa. How?
You see, gentlemen, ICE doesn't just go after Mexicans, Guatemalans, any other racial things you want to say. This guy looks white, tall guy too, and I think he sounded like he was from somewhere in Eastern Europe. I don't want to guess the country, but it sounds like he's Eastern Europe. But there you go. ICE doesn't just go after one particular group. They go after anyone and everyone who's illegal. This man has been in the United States of America for about 10 years illegally, overstayed his visa. So do you want him to continue to stay? Or do you want him to go back to where he came from? He took someone's job. He took someone else's job that's a U.S. citizen that could have been a cop. This is despicable. I don't understand how things like this happen. You cannot allow someone in his country come in illegally and be a sworn officer. How many of other cases are like that?
He got a job as a police officer. Crazy.
So how long have you been a police officer?
Since January 8th.
January of this year?
Correct. I just finished the academy.
You just finished the academy, okay. All right.
You had to get that.
Just to confirm though too. Yeah. So they hired you on, you had work authorization?
Correct.
And you were able to carry a firearm?
No.
Okay.
On duty, yes. Off duty, no.
So on duty you could carry a firearm,
State of Illinois, you need a Ford and a CCW to carry a weapon off duty.
but on duty you could?
Correct.
Wow. You know, what's crazy about this is I don't know anything about him other than he says he loves America. The problem is he's not even a citizen. So he can't own a firearm legally.
I have no idea how he was able to get through the cracks and obtain this job. being a police officer, you go through rigorous training, you go through a background. You're supposed to go through a rigorous background. So I don't know what documents he provided to show that he was a US citizen, or maybe they didn't even look for it. I don't know. All I know is that this man has been a cop since, he said, January. He went to the academy, passed the academy, became a cop. And for those of you who think that that's okay, that's not okay. That's resources, that's money spent on someone who shouldn't have been here. He's been here illegally for 10 years. He's been using our resources, your resources, for 10 years. For me, I can't have that. Other people, they may think, well, he, at least he was a cop. At least he was doing something productive. Okay, I get that. But he was here illegally. He already committed a crime. You guys always say, oh, cops are not perfect. They do things all the time. They're corrupt. Well, this guy, technically, he's corrupt. He could have put himself in a position to become corrupt because he was here illegally. What if someone figured it out that he was here illegally and they use that against him? That's a case that we don't want. And Lord knows what he would have done if he had himself in that position. So, guys, please understand how serious this is. This should not have happened. This is outrageous. And he said, what, 2015? So this happened. No, he didn't say what month, but Jesus Christ, bro. All right, let's continue. I'm sorry, guys.
In our country, but he's being given a firearm by the state of Illinois as a police officer in the state. And apparently all you have to have is work authorization in this state. That is insane. You haven't even sworn allegiance to our country yet, and yet we're giving you a firearm. Now, this guy may be a great guy, but
he might be, but still,
how many others are working in our country as police officers who aren't great guys? That's insane.
Are you guys not surprised that it was in the Chicago area? This was Operation Midwest, something like that, for ICE. And this is, I'm surprised we're just figuring this out now. I saw this today and I was like, oh, I got to talk about this. So I know you guys in the comments are going to probably go against this. But for those of you who don't, thank you. For those of you who you do, can you explain to me how you could condone something like this? Especially when you guys, like I said, you think cops are corrupt, you think they're no good. So kind of justify why this is okay. This is crazy.
That law has to change. I mean, you can't own a firearm unless you're an American citizen.
It makes no sense.
Police departments are going to give you a firearm and allow you to use that in a potentially deadly force situation with citizens.
Oh, man.
When you haven't even passed a citizenship test, but you're supposed to be upholding the Constitution of our country. That is insane.
And he's right. The sad part is this guy could have came in legally and then become a cop. He actually looked like he's a good guy. He wanted to be a cop. He wanted to serve. But you got to do it the right way. You can't do something illegal and then become someone who upholds the law. That doesn't make sense. So, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, I appreciate all feedback, whether it's negative, positive. It's all been respectful. I'll catch you later. Please hit that like button, subscribe. Hey, your boy needed for his YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Bye.